Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in today's episode, my friends, we will be covering a lot of multiple concepts. Some are related to, let's say, security. Some will be related to encryption. And then I will also talk about AWS Partner Network Program. And I've seen this concept, AWS Partner Network Program, confuses a lot of viewers. So I thought compiling some questions on the same so that I can elaborate the concept. And not only that, I've seen some questions coming in the real AWS exam as well. And yes, in the next episode, I'm going to take super important questions on the AWS shared responsibility model. And in case you do not know shared responsibility model, I can tell you for now that you are going to surely get some questions on this concept. So that's why, my friends, please subscribe to the channel and press that bell icon so that you are getting the timely notifications. And now, what are we waiting for? Let's get on to the very first question for today. So here it comes. Okay, so let's begin the episode 38 with question number 266. It says, which AWS service provides fully managed service for intrusion detection and prevention? The options given are option A, Amazon S3, option B, AWS Lambda, option C, Amazon CloudFront, and option D, AWS Shield Advanced. And the correct answer is option D, AWS Shield Advanced. And here you can understand all about AWS Shield, which really maximizes application availability and responsiveness with managed DDoS protection. And do you remember I explained what is the DDoS protection? How many of you remember that? Please let me know in the comment section. But I can really emphasize DDoS is a very important concept, and in case you're developing some application which is exposed to the open internet, then you must plan for the DDoS attacks. And going further down in the documentation, friends, you can really understand how this AWS Shield will help you. And not only that, you can also understand how does it work. So all this is explained in this neat diagram. I will just explain all of this in just a little while in simpler words, and then you can understand why exactly would you use Amazon AWS Shield. So now let me tell you what is actually AWS Shield Advanced. So this service, my friends, is a fully managed service provided by AWS for the intrusion detection and prevention. So this really helps you protect the web applications running on the AWS from the distributed denial of service, better known as DDoS. So these attacks, my friends, these DDoS attacks are automatically detected and mitigated by this Amazon Shield Advanced. And of course, Shield Advanced also provides you with the advanced DDoS protection, include traffic monitoring, rate limiting, and advanced threat intelligence to ensure that the availability and security of your AWS hosted application is 100%. Moving on with the next question, question number 267, that says, which AWS service enables customers to create and manage encryption keys for their data? Your options given are option A, Amazon S3, option B, AWS Lambda, option C, Amazon CloudFront, and option D, AWS Key Management Service, better known as KMS. And friends, the correct answer for this question is option D, AWS Key Management Service. And also, my friends, all these other services given here, they are really important services. So please watch the other episodes, the previous episodes as well, because we have taken numerous questions on each of these services. But for now, let's focus on KMS. Well, KMS, my friends, is a service that allows the customers to create and manage encryption keys to protect their data in AWS. And it really provides you a secure and scalable key management solution, enabling the users to generate, store, and control access to the encryption keys. And much more on AWS Key Management Service is given on this documentation. So this service, as I just said, helps you create and control keys used to encrypt or digitally sign your data. So here you can also read that it really helps you centrally manage the keys and define the policies, encrypt the data within your application. Not only that, perform signing of the operation using asymmetric key pairs to validate the digital signature. And lastly, it also helps you securely generate hash-based message authentication codes that ensures message integrity and authenticity. And in case you want to deep dive, you can also understand how does it work. But then from the exam perspective, from the AWS Cloud Practitioner, you don't really have to understand and deep dive into this concept, how does it work. But you should always have an idea of what are the services and what are the use cases for the same. Moving on with the next question, question number 268, that says a customer would like to design and build a new workload on AWS Cloud but does not want to have the AWS related software technical expertise in the house. So which of the following AWS program can a customer take advantage to achieve that outcome? Your options given are option A, AWS Partner Network Technology Partners, option B, AWS Marketplace, option C, AWS Partner Network, and option D, AWS Service Catalog. And if you remember correctly, my friends, we took a related question in the previous episodes as well. So please watch that episode. For now, I can tell you the correct answer is option C, AWS Partner Network, or also known as APN. Now, just to give you a brief, APN helps you connect with the customers with certified AWS partners. And these partners, my friends, they really have the necessary technical skills. So these partners can help you provide with the range of services, including consulting, implementation, and managed services. On the other hand, my friends, some of the exam takers are always confused with AWS Marketplace. Well, AWS Marketplace is just very simply put, it's a marketplace, of course. So here you can buy the third-party solutions. So in case you're thinking of a solution, please check out the marketplace. There may be already a custom-made solution, already a pre-made solution for you available on the marketplace. Now let's move on to another interesting question. Question number 269 that says which of the following are the characteristics of Amazon S3? You have to choose two correct options. And the options given are option A, a global file system, option B, a local file store, option C, an object store, and option D, a network file system, option E, a durable storage system. So could you guess the first correct answer? Well, that is option C, an object store. So what is the next correct answer? Well, that is option E, a durable storage system. And of course, for those who really want to deep dive into the Amazon S3 feature, this is the documentation. First of all, Amazon S3 is Amazon's simple storage service. So this is basically an object storage service offering you industry-leading scalability, data availability, security, and performance. And what are the benefits of the same? Well, it provides you with the scalability, it offers you durability and availability, and not just that, it also helps you maintain the security and data protection, and of course gives you the lowest price at the highest performance. And with that, let's move on to the next question, question number 270 that says a company is considering using AWS self-hosted database that requires a nightly shutdown for maintenance and cost-saving purposes. Which service should the company use? Your options given are option A, Amazon Redshift, option B, Amazon DynamoDB, option C, Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud, popularly known as Amazon EC2 with Amazon EC2 Instance Store. And last option given is option D, Amazon EC2 with Amazon Elastic Block Store, also known as Amazon EBS. And friends, the correct answer for this question is option D, Amazon EC2 with Amazon Elastic Block Store. And for all of you who are detail hungry, this is the documentation. Here you can read about what exactly is Amazon Elastic Block Store. And to start with, well, Amazon Block Store provides you with the scalable, high performance block storage resource that can be used with Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud, which is known as Amazon EC2 instances. So I hope you really loved the questions for today. You really understood what are the concepts related to encryption, security, and AWS Partner Network. In case, my friends, you also have some questions or you have some concepts that are not easy to digest or understand and you want me to take some questions and you want me to elaborate that concepts, then please let me know in the comment section. All your feedbacks, all your suggestions are always read. Maybe it is not possible to answer all of your comments, but I do read all the comments. So please pour in your comments, your feedbacks, your suggestions. I will be really happy to answer all of them. And that's all for today. I will see you in the next video. Till then, stay fit, keep learning, and thanks for watching.